Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 1 between Infi and Fly. This game is going to take place here on Twisted Meadows with, well, no observers, hence the reason why I have to go ahead and cast this particular game with the Fog of War off. Here we have Fly spawning as the blue orc over here at what I'll call the 2 o'clock position. Meanwhile, Infi has spawned as the red human. This is taken from the NetEase servers. Once again, there has been some rebalancing and patching, and well, I'm really hoping for a stronger Battle.net presence for Warcraft 3, making it easier to get replays, cast events, and do all of those just wonderful, wonderful things as things are now setting up. Big surprise here though, Infi is not speed building his Altar of Kings. That does come as a bit of a surprise, as the Archmage will end up getting pressured very, very early on. This could be a bit of a head fake, but I believe a peon is going to go ahead and try and scout out in this direction in just a moment. But as I say that, it is going to be a Blood Mage. Blood Mage as your opening strategy. What does the Blood Mage allow you to do against the Orc? Banish is extremely effective against that Blade Master, as you're able to siphon mana away. You're able to banish it as well, so that he's completely out of the battle. Now, it means that the Spirit Walkers will have to use a lot of mana to constantly disenchant that Blade Master, and the Blood Mage, well, he's no slouch in terms of just having a large amount of mana between that Banish and that Siphon mana. If he does go for Flame Strike though, well, an even bigger head scratch, as the peon is most likely not going to spot this Blood Mage unless he sticks around right here. He knows, wait, something is a little bit strange with this particular build order. What is going on? The peons are now just going to be making their way out, and you can see the attacks already coming in. That peon now running for his life, as that peon will end up getting taken down here, as it is now down to 46 hit points. One more shot should do it. And is it going to get taken down? Yes, it does. What unit was a unit trained? Footman right there. No units were able to be trained from that mercenary camp, as the Blood Mage rounds the corner, or excuse me, Blade Master rounds the corner. Blade Master has used a Windwalk, a little bit lower on mana right now. You see a Grunt holding off onto that position right there, trying to keep track of any sort of creeping, any militia walking by, as the Blood Mage now just wandering by here. All right, you see the Blade Master going after the Footman now. There's going to be some attacks, and what is going to be happening here? Blood Mage now being forced to back off. Blade Master is just, well, he's trying to make sure he doesn't fall prey and fall victim to an unorthodox strategy. You need to just tighten things up, play a very, very solid game, as we are now looking at all of these, well, Forest Troll Shadow Priest attempting to get away. It looks as though the Grunt is not going to be able to get into position here, as the Blade Master still trying to do a bit of chase. All right, there is now a little bit more attack. There is that Forest Troll. There is that Siphon mana, and the Blood Mage will be able to give mana to that Forest Troll Shadow Priest if necessary to top off and heal the remaining units. All right, Arcane Vault is not yet up, and more damage being dealt to that Grunt here, as the Blood Mage just wants experience. It is going to be difficult to get any true experience, as the Blade Master is right there. There, mana again, just constantly removing mana from the Blade Master, while not losing any real mana on the Blood Mage. You can see that the Blood Mage is just constantly sitting at a very comfortable 285. The Blade Master has Windwalked once and already down to 185 after, well, trying to get in a couple more shots. All right, you're going to see a little bit of an attack there. There's that Grunt. A beautiful line of sight there. The Grunt was the first one to walk around the corner. If the Blood Mage had spotted the Blade Master would have, well, lost a little bit of mana right there, as he would have been siphon mana, and the walking breaking distance would have been just a little bit further. All right, let's take a look back across here. No Warden. Is it going to get surrounded? All right, there is that Forest Troll Shadow Priest. That Forest Troll Shadow Priest is trying to stay alive, not going to be able to do so. Blade Master gets a little bit of experience, but not very much, as you see a Purge go down on the Blade Master. Blade Master could be in trouble. Oh, wow. Would have been surrounded, as the Blood Mage can perhaps siphon a bit more mana out again. Blood Mage taking far too much damage right though, as he's now trying to switch his targets. Blade Master going to be going after those low hit point peons, as the Peasant now down to 11 hit points. He does get taken down. as we now see a surround onto that Null Overseer. Blood Mage at 165. Are we going to see a banish here? We should see a banish straight up on the Blade Master in just a moment. And there it is, unable to do very much. Siphon mana away from that Blade Master. Peons are still alive right there as we now see more attacks. Another banish right there as the peons or peasants are going to take a large amount of damage. Blood Mage could easily get another Siphon mana off here. The Footman acting as the front line, trying to protect the lower hit point units in the back, as the Footman here is now in a little bit of danger as well. New Footmen are coming across. Blade Master still coming back across here, gets in a slice or two onto that Blood Mage, as the Footmen are trying to get a good surround onto that, that unit there. That Blade Master constantly taking a lot more damage. Blood Mage could get taken down. Oh, taken down at the hands of the Blade Master. And, no experience was given, but that is still going to be a devastating blow, so to speak, as we now see the Blade Master perhaps going to try and engage here. Are we going to get a Siphon mana? Yes, we are. That low hit point Footman trying to get away. Blade Master trying to take down another unit. Are we going to see another deny? Beautiful denial right there, but we could end up getting a surround here. Are we going to get a surround? No, the Blade Master able to duck, dodge, dive, and dodge in order to get out of that sticky situation. All right, Arcane Vault is up. Mountain King going to be the second hero, and that Mountain King, could be very, very important. If the Blade Master is not careful, he will be meted and greeted by a Stormbolt, as the Blade Master now down to 100 hit points. Blood Mage gonna go ahead, pick up perhaps a Clarity Potion and a Scroll of Regeneration, and look at all of that healing across all of Infi's units. Definitely worth the 100 gold right there. Shadow Hunter now out. We should be getting some heals back as well onto the Blade Master and to that Grunt there, as both sides are now going to, regroup and come across with a new effort. All right, there is a bolt right there. Are we going to see any Siphon mana? No, we are not. Forest Troll Shadow Priest is now back out onto the field again, as we see the Mountain King pick up Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3, but more importantly, that Potion of Greater Mana. Blood Mage is getting back up higher again. Let's take a look at what's happening. Blade Master is perhaps going to get a Shadow Strike onto that unit there, as we now see Wind Riders. Wind Riders are going to be a major problem. Are we going to be getting enough Forest Troll Berserkers, as Speed Scrolls now being used? Mountain King, is it going to try and Stormbolt that Wind Rider there to take him down? Blade Master, however, could be in a bit of trouble, down to 164. Are we going to see a banish onto that Blade Master? That is the big question. And if we do, no, banish Siphon mana onto the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter does not have the Scroll of Town Portal, but he wind walks pushed out. Blade Master now going after the units again. Stormbolt onto the Blade Master. Blade Master gets taken down, as the Mountain King does have enough mana for perhaps another Stormbolt again. Could be very, very problematic once more, as the Grunt, he gets bashed down right there. Stormbolt onto the Spirit Walker. Spirit Walker gonna get taken down. There you have it. Mountain King sitting at, not enough mana right now. We siphon mana back into the Mountain King. Mountain King may be able to Stormbolt off onto the Grunt, and that Grunt should end up getting taken down. There is slow right there, as the Mud Golem has been casting slow, causing problems. Healing Wave not going to be enough. Mountain King could get a Stormbolt off. Doesn't want to waste the Stormbolt, and it could end up getting denied again. That is the third Grunt denied by Fly. Imagine the amount of level if Mountain King, or if the units actually had a little bit more, just a little bit more. Spirit Link now being cast. Let's take a look at this. Low on hit points again. Mountain King, could it be able to finish off another Grunt, or is it just going to get denied? It does get taken down. However, Footmen are now getting eaten alive by that Wind Rider there, as another Spirit Walker. Oh, no magic damage available. Mountain King doesn't have enough to Stormbolt. It could easily Stormbolt to finish it off. There it goes. Takes it down, as a Forest Troll Berserker now joining in on the fight. Wind Rider out of the fight currently, as the Shadow Hunter loses more mana once again.
Spirits of the earth.
Shadow Hunter is sitting at level 2, but a Shadow Hunter without mana is, fairly useless. Let's take a look at that. Wind Rider is back out in play. Blade Master is back in play as well, as both sides are going to, take a bit of a break, go back to their respective corners, and regroup. 35 over 50 supply compared to 27 over 48. Orc army significantly larger, but somehow it feels like Infi has a somewhat of an advantage or lead. The Wind Riders going to be coming across. There's a bolt. There's that Siphon Mana again. The Mountain King just getting in a lot of damage. However, we see a quick Hex onto the Forest Troll Berserker. Forest Troll Berserker could get taken down. Bash onto the Blade Master. Blade Master now trying to finish off some more units. Siphon Mana away from the Shadow Hunter. Are we going to see, a banish onto that unit there. Mountain King still sitting at level 2. Speed Scroll now being used. Blood Mage may be forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away. Banish onto the Forest Troll Berserker, but he's going to get taken down by a Spirit Walker with speed. All right, no, Shadow Hunter ends up taking it, and a beautiful reversal by Fly as the Mountain King didn't get the memo to retreat. All right, let's take a look at this. We do have one guard tower. We are at Castle. We have a barracks. Are we going to be going into Riflemen? That is the big question now. No, we are going into Griffins. We could be going into Dragon Hawks. And Dragon Hawk Riders with Animal War Training are a perfect counter to those Wind Riders right now, especially if you can banish a unit, make them move slower, and then have them take additional damage from those shackles. All right. Well, Human Tri-Hero is in effect. Paladin now finishing off some more units. There is a Holy Light, Staff of Sanctuary on the Blood Mage. So easy healing back and forth. Knight currently sitting at 403 hit points. Staff of Sanctuary teleporting him out, or should be teleporting him out in just a moment. Is it going to happen? Holy Light, Staff of Sanctuary, Mountain King. Does it have enough for a Stormbolt? Is it going to have enough? Unable to do so. And we could get another Holy Light there, and there goes a Spirit Walker. Mountain King now trying to back off. Siphon Mana back into the Paladin. Paladin is at 205. Archmage doing double work and just constantly healing up all of these units as the Mountain King could easily get a Stormbolt off. Wants to finish off some units. Siphon Mana's away from the Null Warden, which didn't really give all that much. All right, let's take a look back across here. Shadow Hunter down to 87 mana. A Knight is back in place. Siphon Mana away. There's a Stormbolt, but not able to get the Stormbolt off in time before it broke distance, as the units are now coming back the other way. All right, Circle of Nobility dropped there. Lucky break by Fly as, well, only took one additional shot. Let's take a look back over here. Do we see... Oh, that Knight has been or will be rejoining the group here in just a moment. There's the Dragonhawk Rider. There's perhaps the Knight that was low on hit points. A Shackle is now coming across. This could be bad. Oh, there's a Banish on the Dragonhawk Rider as we now see the Mountain King. Perhaps an Orb of Fire will be necessary in order to fight back. Wind Riders are still right here. Mountain King still in position. Let's take a look at this Dragonhawk Rider. He is trying to finish things off. There is an Ensnare. Are we going to see a Banish right there? Yes, we are. It could, in fact, Shackle still, as we are now still fighting once again. Another Dragonhawk Rider. There is another Shackle. Are we going to see a whole... No, Scroll of Healing used up just in time. Everyone is fighting every which way. Ensnare could go down onto the Blood Mage. Blood Mage could be in trouble. Oh, Banish onto himself. Disenchant. Scroll of Town Portal at the very last possible second as the units are now trying to back off again. All right, a crazy game indeed. Scroll of Regeneration, perhaps even a Staff of Sanctuary use onto the Blood Mage. Transfer it over to the Paladin. And then Staff of Sanctuary him, and then have that cooldown start to recharge. A lot of very low hit point units as we are getting Clarity Potions on both the Mountain King and the Paladin. Blood Mage not so lucky at all as the Knights are now making their way forward, and they do finally have that Animal War Training. All right, in comes the engagement. Are we going to see the units get caught unaware? That is the big question right now. There's a couple of Shackles. There's one Shackle, two Shackles, three Shackles, and Ensnare. Siphon Mana, Spirit Link as those Wind Riders need to somehow stay alive. Holy Light right there. Blade Master going after a Knight. Knight isn't going to be able to, yes, Staff of Sanctuary in time. Banish back another Dragonhawk Rider. Knight still trying to engage here, and it looks as though this Knight is doing a good job tanking. Dragonhawk Riders looks as though one or two shots should finish them off. There goes one, there goes two, or Wind Riders takes it off. Knights now looking to back off here. Blade Master very low on hit points. What is going down here? The Spirit Walkers are trying to go after the other units. It looks as though a Raider could get taken down. No, the Raider able to escape. Mountain King never switched targets as the Mountain King now just shy of level 3. Paladin just shy of level 2. Dragonhawk Rider still added back over here. You see, another Staff of Sanctuary healing back up the Blood Mage. Well, what needs to happen is the Blood Mage needs to find a creep camp that has mana. Perhaps this one here, where the Null Wardens, you just replenish all of your mana very, very quickly. No, instead, going after the Forest Troll Warlords. I don't know if I quite agree with this. Big risk, big reward. He does still have, no, he does not have a Squirrel Town portal. This could be very, very bad very quickly. Mountain King now sitting at level 3. Here's the potential Creepjack. Blood Mage needs to get back out of there. There's a Stormbolt, level 2 now on the Paladin. Well, Holy Light, are we going to see a Stormbolt onto the Shadowhunter? No, we are not. It was still on cooldown. Everyone's still fighting here. Very, very big misstep there, as we could see perhaps the Blood Mage now trying to get away right after the Hex does go down. Still fighting. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability being used. Paladin gonna get healed back up. Mountain King gonna get healed back up as well. What is going on here? Dragonhawk Riders trying to finish off some units. More Spirit Walkers joining in on the fight. Staff of Sanctuary not gonna allow the Mountain King to go. I guess it, allows it to go just right there, as we could see a little bit more attacks. Siphon mana away from those Spirit Walkers. Dragonhawk Rider still trying to finish off some more units, as unit after unit is starting to fall. All right, there goes another Ensnare. A new Knight joins back in to join in on the fight. Blade Master trying to go after the Dragonhawk Riders. Dragonhawk Riders now trying to get away again. Still fighting every which way, as the Spirit Walkers low on hit points trying to back off. Paladin in big trouble, uses Divine Shield at, well, the last possible second. I don't know how many times I can say that, as it seems to be always the case, as the Spirit Walkers are now going into the ethereal form at the last possible second. Blade Master going after the Blood Mage. Paladin, not enough mana. What is going on here? Is the units going to be able to come back in time? Blood Mage ends up getting taken down. Hex onto the Paladin. Paladin going to get taken down. There it goes. Blade Master down to 8 hit points, down to 9 hit points. Does it have enough to run? That's the big question. Down to 12, down to 9, still running for the hills, down to 14 hit points, and the units are just, well, down to 10 hit points. Is it going to be able to break free? Down to 3, and it gets taken down as well. All right, Mountain King back hit on the fight. All of a sudden, things have flipped, and why didn't the, Mountain King did not have enough mana to try and take out a unit at all. All of that stemmed from the fact that the Blood Mage could have chosen to take down the Null Wardens, actually gotten some mana, still gotten the level 3 on the Mountain King and level 2 on the Paladin with much less risk. Instead, he overexposed himself, exposed his back to his enemy. He could have pulled these creeps here into this position and then just had better position to not actually be exposed during that creep to get that little bit of experience. We'll see if Infi is going to be able to recover from that, or is there going to be some sort of follow-up play, and it looks like it is going to be follow-up play. All right, Mountain King going after the Forest Troll Warlord. It is taken down. Mountain King sitting at level 4. Staff of Silence. There you go. Going silencing down. Griffins now joining in on the fight. Griffins should be able to easily finish off all of a sudden those Spirit Walkers in ethereal form. Go from invulnerable to, well, near certain death. Blade Master gonna get shut down here. No, Healing Wave. Mountain King does not have enough for a Stormbolt as of yet. 2 more mana or 3 more mana should do it. Blade Master trying to come back in. There is the Divine Shield. Is it gonna wait in time? Takes down the Shadowhunter. Blade Master could get Stormbolted here in just a moment. Has enough mana. Not quite. Nope. I thought he did. Well, he did, but it did not happen. Infi taking game number 1 here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.